Have you ever wondered if the superfoods we often associate with healthy eating might actually be harmful? I'm not talking about cigarettes and alcohol here. We're talking about the most common seeds that we add to our porridge, sprinkle on salads, or just snack on. It turns out that some of them pose a real danger for those over 50. It may sound surprising, but scientific research confirms that certain types of seeds contain substances that can cause digestive issues, hidden inflammation, and sometimes even affect memory and heart function in older adults. What surprised me the most is that 3 of these types are particularly popular in Spain and Mexico, countries known for their seemingly healthy cuisine. If you find yourself getting tired for no reason, struggling with memory, experiencing restless sleep, or having dry skin despite eating well, the culprit might just be those seeds you've come to trust. But don't rush to throw them all out. Among the wide selection, there are not only those that can be harmful, but also true helpers. There are seeds that are definitely worth including in your diet. They support memory, care for the heart, strengthen the immune system, and energize the body. It's especially important to make the right choices when even the smallest changes in your diet can significantly impact how you feel. In this video, I go into detail about which 3 types of seeds you should consider eliminating from your diet, and which ones you definitely should add to your daily menu. Don't overlook these tips. Sometimes even a small change in your diet can significantly slow down aging and health decline. Watch the video all the way through, and you'll thank yourself for discovering this in time. If you care about your health and the health of your loved ones, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it. I would like to extend a special thanks to Frank Suarez. His research has helped us better understand how plant-based foods affect the body as we age. If you found this video helpful, feel free to leave a note of appreciation for Frank in the comments. Now, let's move on to the topic. What 3 types of seeds should people over 50 consider eliminating from their diet? For example, flaxseed can be found in almost any supermarket in Spain or Mexico. It's often added to bread, cereals, and yogurt, and is considered a symbol of healthy eating. However, if you are over 50, especially if you have issues with your stomach, liver, or are taking heart medications, flaxseed can be dangerous if consumed improperly. Raw flax seeds contain linamarin, a substance that can convert into cyanide in the body, which is known to be harmful to the nervous system. A small amount usually doesn't harm a young and healthy person, but older individuals process toxins more slowly, which can lead to the accumulation of harmful substances. This can result in digestive issues, chronic fatigue, or dizziness, yet very few people connect such symptoms with regular flax seeds. European dietitians recommend that adults should not consume more than 15 grams of raw flax seeds per day, while older adults should stick to an even lower limit, as liver and kidney function tends to slow down with age. The main challenge is that the negative effects do not appear immediately. Flax seeds can be eaten for weeks without any noticeable issues, until persistent stomach pain or chronic fatigue sets in, the causes of which doctors cannot explain. If you experience similar symptoms, it's best to completely avoid flax seeds. However, it's not necessary to completely eliminate these seeds from your diet. They are rich in omega-3 fatty acids and fiber. Just be sure to consume them in moderation and the right way. These seeds should be ground before consumption. The body simply won't absorb them in their whole form. You shouldn't swallow them whole, eat them on an empty stomach, or consume them for extended periods. Just 1 tablespoon a day is sufficient. If you're over 50, remember, not everything organic, trendy, or holistic is right for you. Listen to how you feel and don't follow trends blindly. Don't underestimate the potential harm of a tiny seed. And if you think that only flax seeds can be dangerous when consumed incorrectly, I have some disappointing news. There's an even riskier option. Such seeds can begin to release a neurotoxin in your intestines just a few minutes after you eat them. I think you've already guessed that we're talking about bitter apricot kernels. In some Spanish villages and Mexican communities, they were even regarded as a natural remedy for cancer. This advice was passed down through families from generation to generation, roasting apricot kernels, eating them as a snack, mixing them with honey, or infusing them in alcohol, all believed to be the key to longevity. But today, experts are saying outright, there's no benefit to this, and it could actually cause a lot of harm. The issue lies with a substance called amygdalin, which, when digested, turns into cyanide, the very poison that destroys the body's cells. It only takes eating 510 raw, bitter apricot seeds to experience serious poisoning, which can lead to symptoms like vomiting, shortness of breath, and dizziness. If you don't seek medical attention, it could end very badly. The thing about cyanide is that it doesn't hit the body all at once. It can gradually harm the nervous system, especially if you consume small amounts of seeds regularly. This folk method of maintaining health is often seen among older people who, out of habit, trust in age-old remedies. According to European specialists, each gram of apricot kernels can contain up to 3 millicorn of cyanide, which is quite a dangerous dose. Those at higher risk include individuals with liver, kidney, or heart issues, as well as people over the age of 50. It turns out that what many consider to be folk medicine can actually lead to strokes, memory problems, and breathing difficulties. If you're in the habit of adding seeds to your drinks, eating apricot kernels, or buying products labeled as 100% natural apricot seed extract, it's best to break that habit. It's not worth jeopardizing your health for dubious advice. The consequences can be far too serious. Almorta, or lateris, used to be one of the most common products in Spain. It was added to porridge, used in traditional dishes, fried, crumbled, and eaten like cereal for breakfast, especially in Mancha, Castile, and Andalusia. For many, it's a taste of childhood and a reminder of home. But few knew that behind this familiar taste lies a hidden danger. Almonds contain a natural toxin called ODAP. If you consume it frequently and in large amounts, this toxin gradually accumulates and can damage the nervous system and spinal cord. It all starts subtly. Your legs may feel heavy at first, then weakness sets in, making it difficult to walk. In severe cases, a person might completely stop getting out of bed. That's why, in the end, almotriptan was banned in Spain. The ban was not arbitrary. Too many people suffered, even though for many, this dish was tied to their fondest memories. After World War II, there were numerous cases of paralysis in Europe, and it wasn't due to infection or injury, but rather linked to one specific type of legume. In Spain, this almantor was banned for nearly 50 years because of it. It wasn't until 2018 that it was allowed to be sold again, but with strict restrictions. There is now close monitoring of toxin levels, and large warning labels are required on the packaging. The most concerning thing today is that in some stores and markets, you can still buy ground flour made from almond flour, and very few people think about its safety. Many elderly individuals, reminiscing about the flavors of their childhood or hoping to improve their digestion, are completely unaware that along with their usual food, they are ingesting a dangerous neurotoxin. Symptoms that are often considered age-related, such as trembling hands, weakness in the legs, and an unsteady gait, may not be simply due to aging, but could be early signs of serious neurological issues. For individuals over 50, even a minor mistake can lead to irreversible consequences. If you have an old almond flour lying around at home, don't hesitate. Get rid of it as soon as possible. There are plenty of safe and healthy legumes available: lentils, beans, and green beans. They make excellent substitutes for risky flour, allowing you to avoid any health risks. After all, no traditional dish is worth being left to move around only in a wheelchair. We've already discussed 3 types of seeds that can be harmful. And you might be wondering, are there any seeds that are actually beneficial? Those that are tasty, safe, and perfect for the daily diet of elderly people. Yes, such seeds do exist. Moreover, there are at least 3 different types of them. Despite their small size, they have remarkable properties. They don't overload the body, don't accumulate harmful substances, and instead help to support memory, reduce inflammation, strengthen the heart, and promote good sleep. Let's meet the first one. It's not just a tasty addition, it's a true natural ally for those over 50. Kicking off our list are chia seeds. You've probably heard of them. Small, round, and shiny, they resemble little droplets of dew. Chia seeds are most commonly added to smoothies, yogurts, or used to make the popular chia pudding. However, not many people know that for those over 50, chia seeds can be a true find, provided you don't go overboard with the quantity. These seeds are high in soluble fiber, which helps to slow down sugar absorption, maintain normal blood pressure, and prevent sharp spikes in insulin levels. This is particularly important for middle-aged and older adults. These properties help regulate glucose levels, reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, and lower bad cholesterol, thus protecting the heart and blood vessels. Another significant benefit of chia seeds is their high content of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. These fats are essential for the brain. They support memory and reduce inflammation in the body, which we may not feel, but contributes to aging more rapidly. Moreover, a study published in 2022 in the Journal of Nutrition found that people over 60 who consumed 15 grams of chia seeds daily for 3 consecutive months experienced lower triglyceride levels, stabilized blood pressure, improved sleep, and felt more energetic in the mornings. However, like with any beneficial foods, it's important not to overdo it with chia seeds. These seeds can absorb water up to 10 to 12 times their volume, so if you eat them dry, you might experience some unpleasant sensations, such as a lump in your throat, bloating, or other digestive issues. This is especially important for older adults, as they tend to have these reactions even more frequently if the seeds aren't soaked beforehand. To really reap the benefits of chia seeds, it's best to soak them in water for at least half an hour before eating. It's best not to eat more than necessary. 1 or 2 teaspoons a day is more than enough. The ideal time to add them is at breakfast, as this way you'll get the most benefits. If chia seeds can be considered a gentle source of energy for the heart and brain, then the next seed is a true protector for the bones, which is especially important as we age when our bones become more fragile. You've probably already guessed what I'm talking about. This is sesame or sesame seeds. They don't attract much attention and don't require flashy advertising, but they have long been a staple in diets, particularly in countries like Spain and Mexico. Sesame seeds are often added to bread, sprinkled on sushi, and used in desserts, traditional sweets, and sauces like tahini. Many people are unaware of just how beneficial these tiny seeds can be, especially for those over the age of 50. Sesame seeds support the health of bones, heart, and brain. In terms of calcium content, they are among the top contenders, with over 970 milligrams per 100 grams, more than in cow's milk. In addition to calcium, sesame seeds contain magnesium, zinc, and copper. These nutrients help calcium be better absorbed and support bone density. As we age, bone mass decreases more rapidly, and if calcium is not consumed correctly, it can accumulate in places where it shouldn't, such as the kidneys or blood vessels. Calcium from sesame seeds, thanks to special compounds like sesamin and sesamol, goes exactly where it's needed, into bones and teeth, rather than into blood vessels. But that's not all. Sesamin is a powerful antioxidant that helps lower blood pressure, normalize cholesterol levels, and slow down cellular aging. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that elderly individuals who regularly consume sesame have stronger bones, experience fewer fractures, and significantly reduce their risk of arthritis. There's one interesting thing that not many people think about. Usually, we consume sesame seeds whole or simply add them to dishes without removing their hard shell. This makes it difficult for the body to absorb all the beneficial nutrients. To really reap the benefits of sesame, it's best to lightly toast it and grind it, use tahini paste, or pair it with foods rich in vitamin C, as this significantly enhances the absorption of calcium from sesame. If you're looking to try something unusual and healthy, it's worth considering what usually ends up in the trash. For example, the avocado pit. Usually, when we cut open an avocado, we just toss the pit without giving it a second thought, not realizing it might have a lot of benefits. In fact, the avocado pit contains the highest levels of antioxidants, soluble fiber, and compounds that support heart health. We tend to overlook it, even though it's not that easy to find it for sale. The seed contains polyphenols, the same beneficial compounds found in green tea. They reduce inflammation in the body, slow down cellular aging, and protect blood vessels from the harmful effects of free radicals. This is particularly relevant for people over 50. As we age, blood vessels become less elastic, circulation can decline, memory issues may arise, and the risk of stroke increases. In addition, the seed contains a special type of soluble fiber that helps lower bad cholesterol levels, regulate blood sugar, and maintain a healthy gut microbiome. All of this strengthens the immune system and can even improve mood. The effectiveness of avocado pits is supported by scientific research. For example, researchers from the University of Arizona discovered that avocado pit extract can suppress inflammation just as effectively as several common anti-inflammatory medications, but without causing harm to the liver and kidneys. In Mexico, the avocado pit is traditionally used in folk medicine to treat toothaches, colds, and to help restore strength in elderly individuals. However, it's important to remember that the pit should not be eaten whole, as it is very hard and difficult to digest. It's best to let it dry for a few days, then crumble it into small pieces, grind it into a powder, and add a teaspoon a day to smoothies, soups, porridge, or yogurt. It has a slightly bitter but still pleasant taste with a hint of sweetness. It pairs wonderfully with cocoa, banana, or plant-based milk. Don't think of avocado only as the flesh. Pay attention to the parts that are often overlooked. Perhaps it's exactly what you need to feel more energetic, sleep better, and maintain good memory even as you age. You've already taken a small step, but it could change your perspective, even on something as simple as a sunflower seed. It's not just a garnish for a dish, nor just an extra ingredient. It's your personal choice. Every day, these small decisions gradually lead to significant changes. You can give it a try tomorrow morning, or you might just forget about it, like you forget a random video you stumbled upon. It's all up to you. If you found this video helpful, or it offered you a new perspective, don't keep it to yourself. Share this with your family and friends, especially those who may not be thinking about their health yet. Let's spread this valuable information far and wide so that good health becomes second nature for everyone. If you want to join me in figuring out how to eat right, live healthily, and age gracefully, give this video a thumbs up, comment with your age, and subscribe to the channel. In the upcoming episodes, I'll continue sharing simple and effective ways to improve your life for the better. Remember that turning 50 is not the end of youth, but the beginning of a new, more conscious, and wiser chapter in life. Every healthy choice you make is an investment in your well-being and longevity. Thank you for watching this video until the end. See you in the next episode.